for Cornell, Kelleher, Firth, and Sheehan. So on this offensive possession, it's Kelleher that has drawn the pole. Firth has the short stick birdie. Davis with him. Time winding down on this shot clock. Here's Ryan Sheehan. Up top for C.J. Kirst. Step down for Hugh Kelleher. Too much time and too much space for Hugh Kelleher.
Yeah, let him get his hands free. Last week, Hugh, he had 4 shots on goal, 2 of them with his offhand that just missed the corner of the cage. But this time, nice shot to the bottom of the cage, beats Cleveland. Cornell with a 1-0 lead, 5:09 into today's game.
And it's going to be another point for C.J. Kirst, his very first assist of the year after scoring 6 goals in
run here. So we already see Ryan Waldman, Andrew Dalton coming on now, and they'll be joined right now by Alex Holmes.
Dalton with the ball, number 42 in white. Draws Barnett the short stick. Here is Holmes, head full of steam. Back to Ryan Goldstein. It'll be interesting to see what a healthy Ryan Goldstein also does in his first full year of action. Waldman had his shot blocked on the way in along with the ground ball.
Mikey Long is tremendous on ground balls. Last week he had 5 ground balls to lead the attack.
And Goldstein has his defender hung up. And it's a dump-off shot for Ryan Waldman. And like you said, Ryan Waldman had so many opportunities last week. It's good to see one go in for him.
Yeah, the coach is very excited about Ryan. He's a sophomore who really had a great fall. He's been off to a great start. And last week against Lehigh, they gave him a lot of opportunities, and it just didn't go. And we talked about it before the game. He's one guy that we expect.
One of those two-way guys that this Cornell staff is very, very high on, Anthony Bartolotto.
And another Cornell legacy, his brother played here, Joe, and Joe was an outstanding long stick midi for the Big Red.
Willem Firth wearing that fabled 51 that Jeff Teat made famous.
There's a story behind that 51 from the Hill School. When we have an opportunity, we'll try to tell the story.
Sheehan. Goldstein again has his defender hung up. Ryan Goldstein at X has, ever since he got into the starting lineup last year, has thrived in this position. Instead, it will just go to C.J. Kirst. Kirst over the shoulder of Klebon. And C.J. Kirst continues to score for Cornell.
A great move by C.J. He beat his man, faked the goalie low, kind of dipped his shoulder before he shot, and then just beat him high with a right-handed shot.
Manning brother Noah Grayson in goal now. The big reason why he wanted to come to Denver was to play with Noah Manning. And Noah had 5 goals last year against the Big Red in Denver. Walowski going to work. He's drawn a Jason Singer matchup. Manning. Sigornius back to Manning. Nothing inside just yet, and finally Denver squeaks it past in. Andrew Atchison will pick up Denver's first goal of the afternoon.
Looked like he took something off that shot, and it fooled Wyatt Nust, beat Nust for Denver's first goal of the afternoon.
Second goal of the season. Clears yet in this game for either team. That's Cornell's 4th clear of the game so far. And this is going to be interesting. How long does C.J. Kirst keep the ball in his stick with the short stick Casey Wilson on him? Gives it up to Goldstein, who was free for a second.
Yeah, he was looking at Firth, but the defender recovered quickly, so Firth was unable to receive a pass.
And that was slide. Firth, how did he get that shot off? What a goal from Willem Firth. Oh, boy.
We talked a little while ago about William Firth's box lacrosse skills, and that was a classic example of a box player able to keep the ball in his stick while he's double-teamed, got his hands free, and beats Manning with Cornell's 4th goal of the afternoon.
It was Wilson on the initial coverage. Overly came on the slide, and those Canadian box lacrosse skills are so effective in the outdoor game in creating adverse situations into potential goal-scoring situations. Willem Firth showing it off right there. Back to the dot. Cornell 3 face-offs to 2 on the day. Make it 4 for 2. And Cascadin wants to run for goal again. Jack Cascadin!
Nobody slid to him, so he took it right to the cage. He just kept going. And for Jack, that's a huge goal after missing last year with an injury. The opportunity, last week he had an opportunity, and he bounced the shot over the cage. This time he just beats the goalie, and Cornell now.
For C.J. Kirst with a goal and an assist. Kelleher, one of the goal scorers. Goldstein all the way up top. The ball moves so fast for Cornell as it usually does.
Interesting that twice he threw the ball over the top, but there was no shot for the player that received the pass.
Goldstein. Kirst. Gets a screen.
He's got the short stick.
And it's Kelly who's caught out on defense. 10 seconds to shoot for Cornell, though. No shots on cage yet. Now they'll get the shot on cage. And Hugh Kelleher will pick up goal number 2. 6-1 the lead for the Big Red.
Assisted to Ryan Goldstein. That's Goldstein's second assist of the day and 6th of the season. And for Kelleher, his second goal of the game and second goal of the season. And Cornell with a 6-1 lead with 1:06 remaining.
Over number 12, Denver, has Grayson Manning in between the pipes once again, relieving Malcolm Klebon. Has a mountain to climb to help Denver get right back into this game. Christian Guzman here on the call alongside Howie Borkin, and Cornell will have 43 seconds on a man-up timer after an unnecessary roughness penalty on Jimmy Freehill.
And Freehill, their top defender, so it'll be interesting to see how the man-up for Denver adjusts, not having the leader and captain of their defense on the field.
The man-up specialists come in for Cornell as well as Danny Cadigan, who will be the man-up attacker that comes on. Kelleher has a wide-open Goldstein who dumps it off for Firth. Oh, it's a beautiful fight from Ryan Goldstein for his 3rd assist of the day, and Willem Firth's first goal makes it a 7-1 Cornell lead.
Great ball movement by Cornell, and
it's hard to get more impressed with this Cornell offense, especially given the amount of turnover, or lack thereof, I should say, for Cornell.
yeah, they're very disciplined, and they have a tremendous sense of where each other is on the field.
5 of the 6 players on this first Cornell in attack and midfield were starters last year. And when you add Ryan Sheehan to the mix, who was a starter all in 2023, dropped to the second midfield in 24, but now back on that first midfield line this season. And C.J. Kirst, the bouncer goes over the shoulder of Manning.
Another late hit, but there won't be a call. C.J. Kirst hit the bounce shot, went over the goalie's shoulder, and then C.J. Kirst got knocked to the turf. But looks like we're going to have another goalie change for the Pioneers. And the CAA generally does not get a second bid. So this is one of the 3 conferences. But to get that at-large bid, you have to win these games. So now we'll see what kind of play Cornell runs. They put Andrew Dalton on the field, who Andrew Dalton also plays in that bumper spot on the man-up.
Kelleher and Firth passing it back and forth. It's Dalton who takes the place of Ryan Sheehan on this rotated first midfield line. With time winding down, 24 seconds in the first half, a brilliant first half for Cornell, and they would love to see it get to double digits on their score sheet. 15 seconds. Oh, the skip pass from Goldstein was a little bit low. Couldn't quite handle it, but ground balls have been a specialty for Cornell. Hugh Kelleher picks it up. Under 10 to go. C.J. Kirst found open on the doorstep. Andrew Dalton. That's where he makes his bread and butter money, and it is double-digit Cornell goals in the first half against a staunch Denver defense.
And again, we just talked about it. Connor Busick, Jordy Stevens, Cornell coaching staff, they put out there.
Malcolm Klebon, who makes his 3rd save of the game, and We've talked about this throughout the majority of the game so far. This is a Cornell offense that has scored 10 goals, and Michael Long doesn't have a single point yet.
Yeah, and that was Michael. That was a good look. It was a good feed from CJ to Michael Long. Michael Long got off a good shot, but Klebon able to track it. Good save. And now Denver will attack the big red goal.
You usually expect the Del Barton duo of Long and Kirst to come up with a goal whenever both of them touch the ball on a possession. Not quite there, as a great save from Klebon. And like we talked about in the first half, how much did he need these saves?
Yes. So that's his third save of the game. And for Michael Long, that was just his first shot.
A little miscommunication, and Mick Kelly was left free for the goal, and Denver will strike first here in the second half. Eddie Rahill kind of slid on the double, and no recovery there as he left Kelly. Alex Holmes.
It's Denver pressing out here in the second half, trying to force Cornell to making mistakes early.
Holmes left alone for a second. Long forced away from the cage. It's Kirst and Goldstein behind GLE. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, 30 left. And you know CJ Kirst has no issue initiating from range. He'll get the slide, but this is a short stick on CJ Kirst, Brody Davis. Dangerous times, and Kirst notices. They'll finally get the pull on, but again, Goldstein has his defender hung up and finds Michael Long. There is Michael Long's first point of the game, and it comes off Ryan Goldstein's fourth assist today.
And what we talked about, the game kind of being played at a slower pace offensively. Cornell used 49 seconds, his eye off the ball, and pushed the ball out of bounds rather than scooping it up, so Denver will have possession.
Cody Malofsky will initiate with the ball, and we talked about the defense that Jason Singer has provided. He has essentially shut out Cody Malofsky from this game. 5 goals and 2 assists from Malofsky last week against Utah, and Jason Singer with 2 caused turnovers. You could see him right there, 43 in white, has really stepped up to the task against Malofsky.
Yeah, the task today was Singer against Malofsky and Freehill against Kirst. I think the difference is for Cornell that Cornell has so many options.
Atchison, the lone one of 2 goal scorers alongside Mick Kelly. Carlson will try from range. And no, not Carlson, that's Joe Taraboletti, excuse me, who gets the 3rd Denver goal of the day.
Yeah, that there was an interesting pick there, not allowing, I believe it was Walker Wallace, to get out on the shooter. Offside.
Indeed, it was offsides, and Kirst will set it up again. It's another step down from Keller. It's another save from Klebon, showing off why he was the 2024 Big East Goalkeeper of the Year. Overly in transition. And a bouncer off the cage.
Yeah, Cornell got caught in the transition there, but the shot hit the pipe and bounced out, but Denver maintains possession.
Chris Mirages just missed his 2nd game action of the year. And here's Andrew Atchison. One of 3 goal scorers for Denver. Carlson will let one rip, and the bouncer goes over the shoulder of Wyatt Nust.
And again, Cornell late on the rotation. Shooter in the middle of the field is wide open. And we have a timeout on the field with Denver.
Humble, who was the main defender there on Michael Long, and the short stick defensive midi from Canada will do a good job there to square off one of the best attackers in the Ivy League, and Michael Long.
But again, Cornell using a lot of time on the shot clock before they initiated their offense.
Noah Manning draws the short stick matchup against Charlie Box. 5 goals for Manning in this matchup last year. Murphy hasn't had a ton of touches on the ball either. Another short stick matchup here. Wide open shot and a goal.
And again, same thing. That shooter is wide open at the top. Cornell late to recover.
Jack Tortolani will find the back of the net, as this time they go high on Wyatt Nust. And that body save.
Yeah, the difference this time is he did not have the wide open shot that he had on his when he scored his goal a few minutes ago.
Clean clear by Cornell as Firth takes it across the halfway line. And definitely, as you can see, the difference in halves, Cornell in this half has been in no rush to initiate any offense.
Now, they've been very patient. They've been patient all day, but in the second half, unlike the first half, where every opportunity, where they had a great opportunity, they were able to finish. They had a shot go wide. They had a shot go over the cage. And then Kleban has made a few nice saves here in the second half.
Kleban's up to 6 saves on 6 goals allowed. That's Kirst. Oh, and that streak. C.J. Kirst has 4 goals. That is career goal number 175 for C.J. Kirst.
And you know, just he was
White, keep the hands on the stick. So the second midfield will come out. It'll be interesting to see if Anthony Bartolotto is still on that second midfield line.
well, right now they have Andrew Dalton running with Hugh Kelleher. So it'll be interesting to see because they got Michael Bozzi still on the field as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Kelleher couldn't quite get the ball over to Dalton as the ball was still on the ground, and eventually the ground ball was picked up by Firth. And Goldstein will pick up his first goal to add on to his 4 assists.
Ryan Goldstein, very similar to his father, Tim Goldstein, the Hall of Famer, former World Team member, able to get the ball in and out of his sticks.
Now has extended its lead back to 8, approaching the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Yeah, the Cornell offense has done a great job as well of burning down the clock. Kelly against Dooley. Sigornius against Bartolotto. Nice swim move, and that's a beautiful save from Wyatt Nust as well. The pass, though, to get the clear is a little bit off target, but Michael Long does find it well. C.J. Kirst winds and scores.
Michael Long's second point of the day, his first assist. Cornell with a 14-5 lead with 8:14 remaining in the game. And that was clearly out of the substitution box. The pass,
A bit more playing time on his hands will settle down the offense.
and again, we've talked about it most of the day. Cornell hasn't really gone into their offense until about 40 seconds, 35 seconds on the shot clock. So when TJ took that shot, I don't think that was what the coaches wanted. But, you know, he's open. He's got his hands free. His eyes are like falling saucers. So he took the shot.
5 goals and 2 assists for C.J. Kirst. He's got 13 points on the season through 2 games.
And again, what's so impressive, now Mikey Long now has 2 points today, but Cornell 14 goals, and Mikey Long with just those 2 points.
7 points for Kirst, 5 points for Goldstein. Here is Goldstein with the ball. His passing has been excellent, and it's another goal for C.J. Kirst, matching his total from last week with 6.
And the Cornell offense is just so dangerous. And Denver's going to take a timeout here.